With these dolls, one thing about the Barbie commercials I always loved was always like, whoosh. They always did the, like they just had to show their hair. Hey everybody, it's the Doll Circle and we have Robin with us. And she's gonna go over my thrift doll haul from yesterday, which is all Barbie. Mainly I think 80s and 90s Barbies. I don't think
the best Barbies.
I know. Can you feel the quality?
Yeah.
I know you're holding a lot of them, but you feel it, right? Like, and some of these I actually had personally. Did you have any of these that you remember? Did. And I let some of them go, so it's nice to get them back again. And I got them for a really good deal. Not gonna lie, very excited. There's a local shop. If you have them in your area, let me know. I think they're only in Florida, called Once Upon a Child, and it's like they sell used children things, so clothes, books, and toys. And I got super lucky. I randomly drove by when I was like, why not? And they had them behind the counter.
These are the good stuff.
The hair is so good on these, which we're gonna show you. So they had them bundled. We'll just pick any bundle you like.
That's fun.
And we paid $5.50 for each bundle. This particular bundle has 3 of them, and they were just zip tied with a little tag on here. So let's release them from their bondage. Oh,
they're mermaids.
I know. And these are like quintessential 90s mermaids.
Yes, I believe I had this one.
I had all 3. I was a spoiled.
I think I have this one too. I don't remember her, but she is gorgeous with the hair.
She would change color. I thought, like, when you put something in her hair, it would change from blue to pink or something.
Gorgeous.
Look at this hair. I'm sorry. If we had these inches on Barbie today, this is Mermaid Jewel or Jewel Mermaid Barbie, and she came with a crown. All these are supposed to have, well, these 2 came with crowns. This one didn't come with a crown.
She has her little...
One thing about the mermaids, I like that sometimes they would transform. So this is Jewel Hair Barbie. The pink one I looked up is Fountain Hair Barbie because she had a crown that had a pump that you would pump water out of it and would shoot out of the back of her head. But look at this pink, great quality hair. Had some tinsel in it, but still stunning. And then she's from 1991 and she was just Mermaid Barbie. She's like, I don't need any other name, you know, Mermaid Barbie, done. So this is her, and again, this material, this to me is quintessential like 90s Barbie material. It had that crinkle,
yes,
but still looked really good quality because it had texturing on it. Love it, love it. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one.
This is totally hair Barbie. She is amazing. Her clothes actually have a snap on it. Her dress is thick. They actually
rebooted her, I guess?
No, because it was the same doll.
Was it an anniversary?
Yes, but what is it called? Anniversary?
Reproduction.
Reproduction, there you go. Of her in like, it's still 2015, 16, something.
It was, well, is that Toys R Us?
Yes, it was Toys R Us exclusive. But this is the original, and it's so
one of the top selling Barbies of all time.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
And her hair is so thick.
Oh, and it still has the crimpness to it,
yes,
which years later it's still there. Whoever had these dolls.
And even though, like, yeah, she's not super articulate, like her knees do that pop thing. She, you know, this situation, but
the robot
I don't know. I don't mind it because she's so I mean, she's from what, the 90s, 80s.
91, 92,
she's gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like, she's gorgeous. Look how much other, like, how thick her hair is, her clothes, how much other detail went into Barbies back then.
Oh yeah, that's one thing why I didn't mind if it didn't have articulation, because look how good
the clothes
are, you know?
This is, what, the Hollywood one you said?
Well, okay, so they released it as a 25th anniversary. 1992 was the original date. So then 2017 then would have been the 25th anniversary on that. Love that. That was so pretty.
Still. And this is what, Hollywood hair?
Hollywood Hair Barbie and Hollywood Hair Teresa.
Look how gorgeous their hair is.
Like, with these dolls, one thing about the Barbie commercials I always loved was always like, they always did the, like, they just had to show their hair.
And like, this one has, she has a ring, her clothes have, oh man, this is a jacket, I can't tell what
like embroidery almost on it, and printing. Like, this one has the ring, the dangle star earrings. And you know what's funny? These kids never played with it. Look, it still has the, like, plastic piece in it that was in the box.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Wow. This must have been a collector.
I feel like it had to be borderline. Like, someone who maybe had them maybe a little older and then collected them for a while.
And the hair is so thick.
And just great quality fabrics and multi-layers. Like,
this one that was in the, now this is a newer one. We can't really find, her back says 2015, but we can't really find what she is. We believe she's wearing like a holiday dress from like the budget lines at Target.
That's what my personal guess is.
Compared to like the thickness, she is like a feather. I mean, her face is pretty. Her hair is okay. I mean, she's an earring, but that's obviously like, you know, thrift store. But her clothes are just, this is like I'll sneeze and it'll go away. You know what I mean? It's so compared
Which I hate to say it, it has that extra sheet on the front, a little meshing, more than the budget line today. So that's why I'm thinking this has to be at least 6-7 years old. She's a little bit of quality, not, I mean, but she's still no comparison to these.
And this one doesn't even, like, where's the Mermaid one? So this was the budget one of, like, its
Mermaid,
day.
yeah.
It doesn't have much, like, but its knees still do that poppy thing.
Does something.
I think. Yes. And
I feel like
she moves at her waist, whereas this one doesn't move at her waist.
Oh.
She can, like, bend forward and back, but she can't rotate, and her arms aren't bent, and so just like...
Sad moment. You had this one though, right?
I did!
And she has her little ballerina shoes, so it's like, I think it was either my first Barbie or ballerina Barbie. I want to say it was called my first
all
Barbie.
that hair.
But look, again, great quality hair, all stunning blue. I agree with, like, we have talked about Trixie constantly. Well, she just released a palette, and she's like, there's something about blue eyeshadow that is so... Yes, people make fun of it. It makes me think of, like, Mimi from Drew Carey. But it's one of those things where blue eyeshadow is so... Forever, I feel like it'll always add, like, a pop of color into any type of look. And if you look at a lot of the Barbies, especially from the 90s, like, all of them have, like, either pink or blue eyeshadow. Mainly blue. A lot of blue. And it just looks so good on them. Such good quality. And, again, shoes on this. It had shoes.
It had shoes.
Alright, and then we have Sensation Barbie. Look at the tan this doll had. Why this one didn't stir up more controversy, I don't know. But she was just out there all day. Just all day in that
Soaking up the sun.
I think all of them in that line were really bronzed looking. That very early 90s bronze Baywatch type of look. She also looks like she has a little aging in her face, but it was that tan.
Stay out of the sun.
Where's sunscreen?
Oh, that's not the aging you meant.
I mean, she does look like about, you know, she looks good. She looks good.
She looks good.
She looks good.
She looks sun-kissed.
There you go. I think that's what they were going for.
Shoes.
They played well with this. And then if you look at this one, which is Glitter Beach Kira, look, again, the skin tone on this one is just so stunning, and with the orange, and it had the roping to the fabric and a jeweled necklace. Oh my god, I cannot. Love it.
And you should talk about this one.
Midge. I actually still have my original one. We love the Midge Bride, and guess what this one came with?
Her
shoes. And look, she went, oh, she still has her garter. Oh!
Okay, someone did not
Play with this.
I mean, her veil, all her accessories intact. Her hair's a little disheveled, but like, look at this. This is a skirt alone. First of all, it has 2 layers, and it's like super nice, and it has a snap closure.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
And this dress
Which is like, so, you know, you have the ceremony, you take it off, and then you go off into the sunset for your honeymoon.
Or the reception.
Or the reception. I just skipped the whole reception. We're like, oh, reception. Please, now we're just going to the honeymoon. And then, but she has the garter, and I'm just like, which first off, now that we think about it, this would never fly nowadays.
No.
In any type of toy
No.
line.
Also, it doesn't look like it fits her, so does she, like...
I want to say she came with a garter. I mean...
I'm not saying that she
the elastic,
didn't.
though,
Yeah, that must be it.
over time. I want to say
why
she
would
did.
it be on her? But, oh, maybe it does fit.
It probably stretched out with the elastic over time.
Or she lost some weight.
You know, after the wedding, you know, it's just like, normally it's the other way after the wedding, but you know, I just love that she had transformation outfits though, and that was one thing that, she was giving it away. One thing about these though, I love how 90s Barbies like had so many transformation outfits, like day to night Barbie, 80s, yeah, like this one's like, take this off now,
goes to the gym and her gym bag turns into her skirt.
So many looks in one, and that's one thing, like, I think Barbie now doesn't, do they do that still? I don't remember any Barbies that do that now, that come with like an outfit that flips or something. They do and they don't. They have like a molded on top, and you can take the skirt off, and then it's like a molded on swimsuit. I've seen that. That's not the same. That's not the same. No. And again, Barbie now doesn't have the budget of Barbie at this time. Totally get that.
Let's look at this one.
Barbie Extra.
Okay.
Which is better than some of them.
But, okay, so she's got decent crinkle factor compared to...
I actually did mention that in the video.
Okay. I feel like that one crinkles better.
That's a thing in Barbie reviews.
Her fishnets are nice. Her shoes are, I mean, they're cute. They're semi-detailed.
Yeah, they have a little bit.
She doesn't have snaps, so it's all Velcro.
I don't know. I mean, I guess
the extra one's a bad one to compare to, because it is...
Well, if you have to think, in my opinion, for nowadays quality, this is the quality of a higher doll than the fashionista. So I would compare this to one of these dolls because she comes with accessories, different style fabrics. I feel like it would be kind of in the same bubble realm.
Okay.
So she would probably be more comparable to maybe one of the higher end Barbies.
Let's talk about her hair. While it is long and pretty, the thickness is not there.
They can't afford the thickness. They can't afford the inches either, and that's, I think I don't like putting down Mattel in that sense because I understand business and I get it. When you don't have the money.
Spend money, make money, honey.
I know, because then you look at MGA and they got that thick hair.
You can't tell me that you cannot. All right, I don't really know how this works, so maybe you can't tell me. But I'm saying there's money somewhere.
They would have to cut it from another toy line. What were they going to cut it then? From like Hot Wheels? Well, they could. Hot Wheels, though, is still making a big percentage for Mattel. I was watching this one. What were we doing in the middle of the night?
What video is this?
I was watching, I think it's called Company Man, and he was talking that evidently, I think it's like still like something like 15 or 18% of Mattel's income is still from Hot Wheels, which is crazy to me because I go down the Hot Wheels aisle and I'm like, who are buying these Hot Wheels still? Because my brother used to buy them, but they've been around since like 1968 and they're still selling just as well. So then I look at Barbie and I'm like, okay, they've been selling even before Hot Wheels, and are they still making that big of a chunk for Mattel? I don't know if they are. I'd have to look into that a little further.
Well, you know what? Okay.
But Hot Wheels have
this is what you should
have
do.
Lost some of their quality a
Me,
little bit.
who has no business degree, no business telling you about business, you should cut every Barbie line except for the fashionistas and put it into one really good reboot line. With the made-to-move bodies, just saying.
Well, with all these reboots going along, I mean, it wouldn't be rebooting Barbie. It would be...
But, like, okay.
Bringing... How would they call that? Because Barbie hasn't really gone away. It's one of those things like maybe remastering the Barbie.
Refocusing. Keep fashionistas, because that's its own special thing. But, like, all these other ones I see, like... Be gone. And focus on a really good Barbie. Or grow the fashion. Like, just focus on the fashionistas and make those really good, even better Barbies. Like, the concept of how the diversity and all the things you're bringing to fashions, I guess, spend the money on making those better, maybe? I know you'd have to charge more, probably, but...
Yeah.
Right, like I said, I have no business.
Because Dalai Lama brought up a good point in one of her stories where she did the inflation.
Deluxe fashionistas.
Where she did the inflation costs of, okay, so what a budget doll used to cost like 25 years ago, with inflation now, is about, a budget doll would be $15, like an average Barbie, which I hate to say that's the price of an average Barbie. So the prices that we're paying right now isn't unrealistic for what we're getting due to inflation and plastic costs and what it costs to produce a doll. It's just sad that that's the quality we're getting for the cost that we used to be paying equivalent to back then.
It's like
that's what's sad to me.
They make the cereal smaller, but charge you the same.
It's like the bag of chips is this big, but you're getting this many chips and then you're still paying the same price, even with inflation. So it's like, I get it. But you just look at this and you can't, even for someone who, let's say, didn't buy these back then, you can still see the quality, and that's what makes me so sad when I look at this.
How much is the fashionista? $10?
Yeah, it depends where you go, but yeah, about 10 bucks.
Okay, so make them 15 and make them slightly better.
That's what I have said before too. I was like, if they raise the price, but then you're also cutting out a big portion of people who buy those just for kids to throw around and play with.
Okay.
They don't want to pay $15. They'd rather pay $5 if they could.
I guess
so. They pay $9 for that.
Okay.
So it's like you'd be cutting out such a large portion of people who are buying it, but then it makes me sad because I'm like, these were so much better quality.
Well, then keep your $10 fashionista line and make a deluxe line.
That's what they were trying to do with this.
But like better.
You're like, yeah, that. But even better.
Do it better.
I
like
agree
the
with
idea
that.
is better, but make it better.
And poor Mattel's over here like, we're trying.
But don't make
trying.
it like that's you know what that is trying to be. You know.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Make your own idea and do it better.
Alright, we're gonna wrap up this video. Comment below if you owned any of these. Like I said, I got these thrifted. I loved going down memory lane with these
I
dolls.
may never be in a video again.
Canceled! No, I know. Doll Circle canceled over Robin drama. No, I'm kidding. Mattel never works with me ever again. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to check out all the links in the description below and the podcast that Robin works really hard editing on. Bye, everybody!